Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we're back with 95th place by Peter Afro. Sonic Man's Spaceship. Well, I wonder if this is a reference to the Mega Man 1 DOS game that had a Sonic Man. Well, let's find out. We're probably not going to... Well, that's bad design. That should not have happened. Oh, so that's what this thing is. It's, I mean, this looks like it's from Super Mario Brothers. What Mega Man game is this from? I don't know. Whatever. And that thing just goes up and down? And we have space frogs. These things look like they could fit in space. Okay, so yeah, it just goes up and down. It just goes up and down. Oh, the fake head guys. Oh, I want that. Don't want to respawn the Nightmare Frog. Oh, that takes more than one hit. It takes 3 hits. It does a boatload of damage. Come on, that looked like something. You had the wall that wasn't completely filled in, and you had the hole. You can't really fall down there by accident. Lots of crazy movements here. Oh my goodness. Well, that is from Mega Man 4 on the Game Boy, or 3? Whoa. I don't want to know what happens if I go too far up. I don't know if it'll just be one of those things where you drop back down, or it drops you through automatically. That will crush me into the ceiling. I like that use of the gimmick. That's a fake one. I knew it. Do I have to go that way? Can I go this way? Oh, I cannot go that way. Can we have a wall there, please? Screen transitions! A little bit of an awkward one. That enemy down there was kind of ineffective. Whoa, why do we have crystal droppers? Why am I having issues? I'm having issues because sudden crystal droppers. That is a bad checkpoint. Checkpoints where you start out taking force damage are always bad. Bad design. Bad Nightmare Frogs. Oh, I think we need to... Yeah, I need to go back to the shop and... We're gonna find out what happens here. Yeah, we just drop back down. That's convenient. Okay, that keeps inching up. Okay, there we go. Is this the end of the stage? Biggest fault is too short. Oh, it's Sonic Man! It is Sonic Man from Mega Man DOS! What are you gonna be weak to? You're immune to that. Let's concrete. No. Fire mixer. No, you are also immune to that. Rain flush. You are strong. Shock. Spark shock. I like this music. I think it fits. This definitely feels like some sort of space station a little bit. I would like a few more windows to the outside space, but that's your weakness. You're weak to snakes? I don't know the best way to hit you with snakes while still dodging your attacks, but okay. Well, that was a bout with Sonic Man. Let's see what the judges had to say. I would never call this level bad, but it's underwhelming. It's really short and doesn't feel wholly developed. Yeah, I kind of mentioned that shortness, but I liked a little bit of what it did with the gimmicks, but again, it needed to do a little bit more. Crystal droppers at the end sort of, yep, and could have been shown once or twice before if the level was longer, but honestly, it being a section revolved on moving platforms above a pit with dropping crystals works pretty well. At the beginning, having a real life before the fake lives is a really good touch that made you question them in most of the stage. I wouldn't have minded another real life mixed in though, just to keep you guessing. I was going to say something along the same thing too. Otherwise, there's not much else to talk about. The entirety of the stage feels like a rough draft. It's not a bad draft, it just doesn't feel complete. When the left side of the first screen isn't solid, that's a red flag already. The stage is, I don't even know what it's trying to be. There's a few screens of the same platforming challenges, a mini-boss, and Sonic Man. Nothing stands out except the fact it's a bit annoying at times. The Hunter platforms are wonky when going downwards, which makes it not ideal for platforming challenges. Your usage of the camouflamaddle is wrong. You used it as a normal Met enemy, which is not what it's designed for. It's there to trick players into thinking they are getting a 1-up, and then bam, enemy. Without even placing a single 1-up in the stage, the enemy loses its meaning. The mini-boss room is kind of a reverse take on what it was in... Oh, it was in Mega Man 5 Game Boy. Okay. I couldn't remember which of the Game Boy Mega Mans it was from. Which is probably the most solid part of the level. Also, why is the stage music so loud? Fixed post-judging. Okay. I think it would have been neat to have like strings of those camouflage Mets, the fake head Mets, but have them like 2 of them real and 1 fake, or 1 fake and 2 real, or like 1 real and 2 fake, and mix it up so that like you're walking into like a straight line of them, but you don't know which one's gonna pop up and shoot you. I think that would have been a neat twist on that. Neat and simple. I greatly appreciate that going left kills you. I love little functionality errors like that, which don't detract from your gameplay experience, but add excitement to uneventful low-tier levels like these. Unfortunately, that tiling error is probably the most notable thing about this level. The only difficulty is an out-of-nowhere crystal drop that'll only hit you if you're running on autopilot. Otherwise, most enemies don't pose a threat, unless you die and get ambushed by a grasshopper. The moment you respawn... Oh, those things are grasshoppers, not nightmare frogs. They still look like they're froggy enough. And the second half of the level, not cool. Underwhelming. They're used like any other variety of Met instead of faking you out. Come on. You get a license to be cruel if you draw camouflamaddle in your box. I'd have preferred cruel to nothing. And this, I'm sorry to say, is the textbook definition of a nothing level. Well, that just sort of happened. It really just felt like I played through the same pretty bland challenge a few times in a row, and then when the last time there were the falling crystals for the sky for some reason. It's probably as simple of platforming with moving platforms as one can get. The enemies were pretty much a non-factor for that entire level. I guess this is more of the fault of the box than the level itself to an extent, but 1-up Mets really lose their surprise when it's a constant enemy you know is coming. I think there was one good spot where it kind of looked like he would go towards the edge and that shouldn't be a secret path, but it ended up being like the main path, and there was the Met down there. Besides that, the level was sloppy on appearance side of things, and even ignoring how the first screen is random hardman background tiles in space, you can still fall through the floor at a certain point, which is pretty rough. On the right side, the mini-boss was a decent idea, but not very hard to handle at all. But when it feels like you're repeating the same challenge 5 times with very little difference, it doesn't feel like a fun and engaging level. Alright, time to preview the next things. The Hedgehog enemy, crash platforms. Oh, is that the dropout platform from Gutsman's stage? I can't tell if that is or not. I can just say I hope it's not. And anyways, we'll get into that next time. But for now, I'll take my leave.